वापस आ गई है।
वो इसीलिए आई है हम लोगों को सूली पे चढ़ाने।
आर्या को वापस नहीं आना चाहिए था।
मैं तुम्हें नहीं छोड़ूंगा आर्या।
अपने पंजे फिर से बाहर निकालो।
मेरा परिवार मेरी कमजोरी है और मेरी ताकत भी।
आर्या सीजन 2 डिज्नी प्लस हॉटस्टार पर।
I am Boba Fett, left for dead on the sands of Tatooine. Jabba ruled with fear. I intend to rule with respect.
Yeah, we've enjoyed the performances of Adrian Luna. He scored his first goal in India here in the last match. But Pereira's on form, Vasquez is on form, and that's why it's the best sequence of results Kerala Blasters have ever had.
They're going to make sure that it's a Boxing Day bonanza. It really will be. They've just got to try and keep that run going, Kerala Blasters. If they can, they will be there or thereabouts come the end of the season.
Enjoy everybody. Kerala Blasters in yellow and Jamshedpur in white with a thin blue line across the bottom of the shirts and attacking as the ball bounces high into the hands of a Prabhsukhin Gill. TP Rehanish at the other end of the field, the goalkeeper. And he was playing for North East United in the very first season of the Indian Super League back in 2014. Sometimes takes a while for a game to settle. This one is just back as far as Rehanish. They had their parties 2 nights ago, bearing in this match, bearing in mind this game today. They put the party very well last night. So the ball is reversed there. Jamshedpur trying to keep the possession even though it is down that line. But this looks as though it might be just kept in play. Was he offside though? That was the question, and indeed he was offside.
It's a close one, early doors. Let's have a look. Fractionally, I would say. Correct call from the officials. Nice to see the flag go straight up as well, rather than waiting.
Yeah, Jordan Murray, the one who was caught off there as we move straight to the other end of the field with Pereira. Doesn't quite get the better, but he'll continue his chase, and Rehanish has to be alert. Poor old TP Rehanish was sent off in this stadium last season by this referee, Mr. Mondal.
It's another wonderful stat, John.
He's not the only one out there tonight, by the way, who's had a red card from this official. Let's see what happens here. That's Auckland for Cabra. Keeper's just come in time.
He did, and you could see there Murray bearing down very, very quickly. Cabra just shepherding it back to Gill in goal.
In case you wanted to know, the other player who's had a red card from Mr. Mondal is Enes Sipovic, who's on the bench here tonight. But that was when he was playing for Chennai.
Well, we may see him a little bit later on if Kerala can get themselves a goal or 2 up just to shore things up at the back. I'm sure Lukmanovic will chop and change things up.
Huge punter of the ball over from the left hand side to the right and then headed forward as well. There's a Jitu getting involved in the midfield. Jessel there. Jessel has been a regular fixture in this. Actually hit the crossbar in the last game here, and he's never scored in the Hero Indian Super League.
And he's got to rely on Luna to track back as well, which is exactly what's happening. The 2 of them double teaming.
Well, this is the referee's assistant who raises the flag. I don't think the referee had a particularly good view of that, and that's not a criticism of him. It's just to say that that's why they're a team as well. And over on that far side, Mr. Nagukani waved the flag, so this is why we've got a free kick here.
Giselle just catching the heels there of Ritwig.
Stewart to deliver. Watch out for Peter Hartley arriving. I wonder if we're going to get any flag fist pumping shortly. Could be a left-footed delivery from the former Rangers man and Birmingham City Mace. Oh, body down in the penalty area. No shout, I don't think.
There was a nudge in the back.
That's a free kick. You know about Birmingham City.
Long not on him a go, John. But if you have a look at this, watch, he gets in front there. Leskovic just actually barges into the back of him. On another day, that could be a penalty.
Hartley's not continued to remonstrate. Proper skipper, isn't he? And he'll be back here defending, and he stands his ground under the challenge of Pereira. Out by Alex.
Yeah, Sal making sure that he could bring it down and tries to play, but wins the throw in a good position.
Hartley coming up to the 14th anniversary of his first game as a professional footballer in the colours of Sunderland. And there is Hartley again. He's always in the thick of it, isn't he?
I won't tell you what he said to me before the game, because I told him that stat that you just told me, John. He said it was Roy Keane who threw him on as a substitute. And this is why, look, no matter what, he's strong, he's physical, he doesn't care. He'll just go and attack the ball all day long, and that's part and parcel of Hartley's game.
Lovely playing conditions. It's not the hottest day we've had here by any means, and the pitch is good. Back by Narenda. Rihanesh, well, he's showing off his footwork. Decent flick through here. It is Stewart. We all know what he can do. It's a bit of a trickler from him this time, though. Didn't get the venom he needed.
Just got stuck under his feet, but what a lovely little pass that was from Boris as well. The long ball forwards, nothing wrong with that. Murray wins his header. Just that little cushion touch from Boris into the path of Stewart.
Is Vasquez onside here? Vasquez just bounced away from him at the last second.
Hartley got away with that one. He's tried to glance it back to his keeper, and it just got stuck, and Vasquez wasn't a million miles away there.
Excitement at both ends of the pitch. Stewart lobs it over the top here, and it will be Boris. Cross was only just a little too flat.
Here it is again, John. Watch Hartley here. There, he's just tried to glance it back, and Vasquez, with all his experience, just gambled, and that's what good strikers do. They gamble that the defender's going to make a mistake. And here we go, look, whoops. Renish with the nifty footwork.
He's been watching videos, I think.
Get him on up front. All goalkeepers want to be centre forwards.
Yeah, 3 goals in the last 4 games from the Spanish player Vasquez. One of them that fantastic volley. Championship, if anything, have had the better of the early exchanges.
Yeah, they have. But you can't read too much into that. They are keeping the ball a little bit better than Curler.
It is Alex, very left-footed player, who played for Owen Coyle when he was in charge of Houston Dynamo. Awkward, sort of a stumbling headed clearance from Narendra Gaylot. He's there again, and he gets about 30 yards on his header as well. Murray will try and close down here. Cabra will get close down. He nearly played it to Murray. Cabra's really got away with that one. But ironically, it's Vasquez and Sahal attacking now for Keller, who've got people forward very quickly here. He's got folk to aim at in yellow, but it should go all the way through. And who gets this ball? Well done. Dinliana now. He played for Owen Coyle at Chennai. Oh, great vision there from Stewart, from Murray to play that one forward. Can they capitalise? It's dangerous. It is Stewart. Tries to give everybody the run around, still with the ball at his feet. Really promising for Jamshedpur, and the hit is from Boris. Not fruitful, then the header's from Boris. Oh, that may well have been on its way, and it's bouncing around inside the 18-yard area.
Yeah, a little bit of panic there from Curler Blasters, not being able to deal with that ball and close down and deny space There you could just see Leskovic attacking the ball and then bodies throwing themselves on the line, conceding the corner though.
Yeah, Murray making a nuisance of himself against his old club.
Started brightly, Murray has.
Former Golden Boot winner in the New South Wales competition. Well, he'll be keen to impress, won't he? Want to keep his spot, even when Valskis is fit again. It is only a minor niggle apparently that's keeping Valskis on the sidelines. Corner Jamshed put deep, watch out for Hartley, there he is! That was inevitable, that ball would hit a defender, there were so many there. Stewart slides inside, one challenge, lay off, difficult. Hartley, he's better with his head possibly in those situations.
Just lashed at that one, didn't he? Well worked. It was a deep ball in for Hartley. He was just trying to cushion it into Murray. Ripwick has a go and Alex waits to ensure that Stewart's onside, but this bit of skill there is lovely. Dances round the challenge and then the half chance there for Hartley. Just going away from goal, so he had to adjust his feet quickly, but just lashed out at it a little bit.
We got a shot of Owen Coyle there, and he'll know, as we know, as they know, that you've got to score when you're on top.
Yeah, I know that you know.
Anti-match season again. Here we go. Can he keep this one in down that right channel? The answer is no. It's been an enthusiastic start from Jamshedpur, the Red Miners or the Men of Steel, whichever you prefer.
The referee just having a word with Vasquez there. I think something's been said. He wasn't happy about something, so the referee stamping his authority early in this game.
Yeah, and explaining why the decision was made that Vasquez didn't particularly like. Hartley, oh yeah, he had to stretch there, but did so. And Stewart, I think he's offside anyway. It doesn't really matter that Murray stumbled.
You have a look at Carver. Have a look at Carver. No, he just stepped up at the right time. Carver was tracking back in. That was the youngster, Normie Pam, that stepped up just at that pivotal moment. Very, very close call.
Yeah, Normie Pam made his debut only a couple of weeks ago. They've had a lot of fixtures at Kerala in the last few days. Played twice in the 3 days, and then here they are performing again tonight. Stewart's seeing a lot of the ball, isn't he? Which is a good indication.
He's a key player. That's the whole reason. You get him on the ball and let him do his magic. We've already seen him skip past a couple of challenges tonight. Yeah, that looked well out.
Yes, it did. Our eyesight is perfect tonight. So far. Sahal. Bill, that is unfortunate. There are three forward here, and it is Stewart. He's trying to get all the way. They've covered him, but he'll still be trying to tee somebody up. Couldn't quite repeat his heroics of the other week when he became the first player this season to get a hat-trick in the Hero Indian Super League of 2021-22. Here they come again with Ricky. I think he might have been caught there. Yeah, good decision from the referee. He was just caught and lost the impetus.
Yeah, just clipped him. The interesting thing there was just a few moments ago, Luna sprinted 60 yards to get back, to win that ball back for Curler Blasters. As it was, they gave it back away, and Cabra, he did catch him. It is a free kick.
Stewart is such a menace as Odisha found to their cost. They got that hat-trick here. They've done their work on him, I fancy. As we look at the fixtures coming up for Kerala, starting with FC Goa, Hyderabad and Odisha, up to the 12th of January, when we consider it's the end of the first half of the season. So Stewart will deliver again. Always favours the left foot. 8 out of 13 goals coming from situations like this one. Oh, he's gone for goal! Oh, how incredible is that? What, is there anything this man cannot do? That is a Boxing Day bouncer.
What a stunning strike from Stewart. We were right behind that, and the second it left his foot, you knew where it was going. He's bent it round the wall, he's clipped the post. Only one man in the wall. That's all Gill wanted. Was he a little bit too far across? But I tell you, he would have struggled to get there, the keeper. That is postage stamp right in the top corner. What a dream start for Jamshedpur.
It was reminiscent of a goal I saw scored in Scotland at Hampden Park once with a shot from the outside of the boot from 40 yards out. I'll tell you in a moment who it was who shot. It's going to be clear, I can tell you now. It was Diego Maradona who scored for Argentina against Scotland with similar technique, bend on the ball, almost played with the outside of the boot.
I mean, it's great technique, it's wonderful, and you know that Stewart has that in his arsenal. It really, really does. He has set the league on fire this season.
He's now got 5 goals in the Hero Indian Super League. Well, that was fantastic.
That's a stunning strike. An absolute stunner from Stewart.
Made all the more so for you and I, because from our vantage position, as you said, we were right behind it all the way. Anyway, here come Caroletta aiming to hit back. It's the first goal they've conceded in 3 games, of course, after the 2 clean sheets that Papsuk and Gill kept. Well, I was saying that they were doing the homework on him. They know even more about Greg Stewart now. A member of the Glasgow Rangers side, which won the title up north of the border last year. So there we have Stewart's name yet again on the score sheet. He's never been a particularly prolific goal scorer. Let's see what happens here. Fister. The only team where he was the top scorer was Cowden Beath. You'll know about them.
Yeah.
Chance of a hit back. Well covered. We know that Boris is quick. He can play on either flank as well.
Yeah, he can. We do like him. He was put under a bit of pressure there from Putia.
This is Leskovic. Jessel. Vasquez making a move ahead. So it doesn't come his way, but it does come the way out here of Harmanjot Cabra. That was a bit of a sloppy anywhere will do clearance.
Well, Alex just having a little go at Narendra there, saying have a little bit of composure. Didn't need to do that. They've conceded possession again, and now they've got to defend.
Yeah, Narendra's just 20 years of age, very much a developing player. And fouled by Pereira.
Alex in the right place at the right time again there. Nice little piece of skill from him.
Yeah, he's a good gifted player, isn't he? He's got his first goal in India this season against ATK Mohan Bagan, as the man in pink gathers.
Almost got Murray in then. Just a little bit heavy, that ball forwards.
So Bartek Becci still leads the way with 6, but Stewart and Angulo and Bumu all with 5 on the chase.
It's going to be an interesting competition, because at some stage this season Krishna's going to start firing as well. He'll zoom up the table.
Yep. Pam. It's going to be far too long for nobody near that in a yellow shirt. So it's a bit of a setback for them, but it's early in the night, which is the good thing.
Yeah, it's a test. This is a test now. It's a test for Vukomanovic. It's a test for his players that are out there on the pitch. They've been enjoying their football the last couple of games with the victories that they've had, the 3-0ers. Now all of a sudden there's another test. Can they bounce back?
I think I've just made the comment, Mace, that you've got to score when you're on top. But I don't think any of us expected it from that sort of a source. And I'm sure even Owen Coyle, man, you've seen him in training do it possibly. It was remarkable. Free kick here. Oh, Hartley and Pereira very unhappy with one another. Yellow cards coming out here.
Oh dear. He's not happy that Pereira's the one that's got the yellow card. Did he trip Hartley up when Hartley was trying to run back? What happened initially was he put his body in the way to stop Hartley going and attacking that ball. So Hartley just went through him. Watch, there, he barges into him, so he's gone through him. Now watch what happens there. He's gone across to do him. That's naughty. That's very naughty from Pereira Diaz. And that's why Hartley reacted the way he did.
Why the referee has only shown the yellow card to one of the two combatants.
He knew what he was doing there. He's pleading innocent, but I'm telling you, as a professional player, you know exactly what you're doing. He's just stepped across Hartley to ensure he can't get back in to defend. Kerala Blasters players aren't happy with the referee at the moment, though, are they?
No, they're overreacting a bit here. We said we don't like to see players surrounding an official. That was one of the things that we learnt at the start of this season.
Yeah, we had that really interesting call with the referees and the officials. Yep, updating us on the rules.
Yep, a bit of a wake-up call for many of them.
Yeah, I know, Prad in particular. It was a wake-up call for Prad, one of our other guys that covers the league.
Here we go with Boris. Took too long there. He suddenly sort of lost his bearings, I think. This ball back is sacrificed. Oh, another opportunity here. The white shirts are flooding for it. Is Boris. We've said he's fleet of foot, and he's won a corner kick.
Yeah, he has. Hand up, he tried to whip that one in. I thought that it overran him and it was going to go out of play. Does enough though to try and get this ball across the box. Good defending in the end. Pam back there tracking in, the youngster doing his job.
Yeah, good to see those two youngsters up against one another. I'm sure they're going to be around for quite a few years here. Hartley will inevitably be in there. No Valskis, of course. Murray's not as tall. Where's this one going to end up? Could still end in the net. Can anybody get a clear touch on it?
It was a free header for Boris. Boris could have scored there.
It could. It did, Alex. Again, it's pinging around in the area. Kerala at last have cleared their lines and managed to get Vasquez going, and it's stabbed back, and that's a free kick as well against Alex. Not a bad one, but it was a free kick.
He knew exactly what he was doing there as well. That's taking one for the team. They nearly got caught there on the counter-attack, and we've seen Kerala Blasters counter very, very quickly this season. There you see, just a little nudge, little hold back. That's why the free kick's been awarded.
Good game, isn't it? You said earlier you thought there'd be goals and a good game. Yeah,
Cabra and Stewart having a little go at each other, so yeah. Stewart's not happy at all now.
Leave it to me, I think, is the message from Pratik Mondal. He's 30 years of age himself. Kerala would love to get this equaliser before we reach the halfway point of the first half. Here in Vasco. This is another one that could end up anywhere, and Pereira is covered by Hartley. That's a battle, isn't it, between two warriors?
Yeah, it's a nice battle as well. He went to ground there as that ball was played in. Said he was tripped. I think he tripped up himself, but there does well to get his body in the way. But Hartley has to go over the top of him. Keep an eye on that one as well.
Yep, Peter Hartley has one hero award so far this season. Vasquez has one. And Cabra, he has one. Playing the ball back this time though. Well, that's a poor touch. Well, that's an even worse one from Boris. He really had an opportunity there to play Murray in.
It's on his wrong foot. That was the problem. But again, it's sloppy little mistakes from Kerala Blasters that are costing them at the moment.
Away by Narendra. Oh, great win of the ball by those in white again, and they are flooding forward. That's a free kick, but they'd have preferred to have continued the move forward.
Yeah, Leskovic just lunging in there. Ritwik, nice little turn.
I think Mr. Vukadinovic will be a little concerned about the way Jamshedpur are finding space in the opposition area.
Well, we said that was going to be a key area, and it's Stewart dropping in between the lines, the defensive and the midfield line. That's the problem that they've got. They can't deal with it at the moment.
You don't think he's going to have a shot, do you?
Why not? He's just smashed one in the top corner 5 minutes ago.
He's about 45 yards out.
Go on, son.
Well, they do score a lot of goals from outside the area. More of that one in a moment. Man to the rescue. Oh, and that one man gives it away as well. So the white shirts of Jamshedpur tonight are flooding forward again. Not for very long. Long one here for Sahal to chase. Goalkeeper's got to be more sure. Well, in the end, they just about took care of that situation, but it was a bit sloppy again. There was not a lot of communication there.
I used to be uncertain, but I'm not sure now. That was definitely Rennish. Rennish was coming, and then he stopped and went back. Then he came, then he stopped. Got to be decisive.
Cabra's cross. Well, this time he chooses to catch. He punched the last ball that came his way.
Comfortable hands, nice and easy for him.
Yeah, Jamshedpur have scored more goals from outside the box than any other team. They've got a lot of goals that way this season. Hoofed downfield, I think, is about the only expression for that one. As Sahal gets his head to the ball. It's a little game bout of head tennis as Ricky brings it to earth. That's a decent header again from Murray to Boris, who's going round in circles trying to elude his man. It's a lovely move forward. Alex, he's got to beat the referee first, then Boris again. The referee was ducking and diving.
There he was. Good feet there from Alex. I think if the ref wasn't there, we might have seen him go for goal. There you go, tried to put him off. Good body shape there from the referee to close down.
He's probably been in the gym like so many people over Christmas. Hugh Hartley, he's in there. He'll be in the mix. It's amazing how some people manage to get their head to the ball at every set piece. Not this time. And that's a goal kick. It was not his turn. There's the man who did get his head to the ball instead. Ripwick.
Tell you what, they're lucky here. Look, Pereira Diaz has tried to clear it and he's headed it straight onto the back of Ripwick. If it had been on the ground and turned around, that could have been very, very different.
Ripwick's another who was playing for the other team last season. Made his debut for Kerala Blasters on the opening day, I remember, against ATK Mohan Bagan. Oh, brilliant turn by Vasquez. There are 3-on-3 here. He may go all the way himself for the shot. Still Vasquez. Save made. Sahal follows up. Bound to score. He really is on an amazing run. The credit, 75% of it, went to Vasquez there. But who's on the end of things again? And again, with the help of a ricochet, Sahal has his 4th goal of this extraordinary campaign.
He's just gambled. That's all Sahal has done, is gambled. This is the touch though. Wonderful piece of skill from Vasquez. And then everybody's tracking back in. Narendra goes to close down. Can't. Vasquez gets the strike away. The initial save wasn't too bad from Rennish. But following up and being in the right place at the right time yet again this season was Sahal. A little bit fortuitous. It looked as though Rennish was going to keep that one out, but there was just too much power on it. And that has given us what's going to be an absolute belter of a match. Definitely more goals in this.
Brilliance though from Alvaro Vasquez for me there. From the moment he set off with the turn to create the space, then the continuation of the run, then the pass. He couldn't have done any more. He did everything absolutely superbly. So Kerala Blasters 1, Jamshedpur 1. The goal count continues to mount. What a good player he is.
It's nicely poised this game now.
He has 6 international caps, but for Catalonia, so not for Spain. Two teams are really going for it. Boris to apply the pressure on Cabra and to foul Cabra.
He went for the ball there.
He's been lively, Boris.
Yeah, he has. Let's have a look. Now look, he just steps over and steps onto the ball, so clearly wins it. I don't think that's a foul.
Really great win on the ball from the captain of Jamshedpur. Championship Club have now scored 14 times this season. It's found Pereira. Ooh, it nearly got back to him as well. And one or two fortunate ricochets. So both sides have a goal difference of +5. Absolutely identical. The wins, the draws, the defeats, and the goal difference. Oh, super header on now. What's Stewart going to conjure up for us this time? Any more Christmas magic? Oh, he's a tale of the unexpected, isn't he?
That's a magnificent ball in. Ritwick's unlucky there, and that's brilliant defending from Jessel. Again, Murray playing his part with just that little cushioned header into the hole. What a brilliant delivery.
We've seen one or two from him. Here they come again. Not quite queuing up, but a lot of white shirts around in here now, and inevitably they again find Stewart. He's on a mesmerising run. He's going to be a candidate for Player of the Season. Maybe this man will be as well. Vasquez, always exciting with whatever he does. He's trying to chip Rehenish now.
He was trying to bend that in because you could see, I think it was Luna had made a run all the way across the field. He's just got that wrong. There's that little ball in again. That is absolute top draw defending from Giselle.
Was that a foul? Referee didn't have a great view of that, but Murray's gone to ground. No foul given.
I think maybe it was just a little coming together more than anything. So the ref calls for the drinks break now. We'll have a look at it there. Oh, there was an elbow there. The arm was slightly raised, but I don't think it wasn't swung. There was no malice in it, and that's why it'll just be play on.
Yeah, time for another Christmas drink.
The long hours, the late nights, smashing all records, bringing every boundary, go beyond limits. Fueled by Herbalife Nutrition.
सुना है अब आप डॉन बन गई हैं?
कहने वाले तो कुछ भी कहेंगे. I'm just a working mother.
Arya, Season 2, Disney Plus Hotstar पर.
Well, as you rejoin us here, the cameras are on Greg Stewart, and there's a good reason that they're on him. You will not see a more sumptuous free kick than the one with which he opened the scoring here in Vasco tonight. Just watch. Wow, is about the only word I can think of.
Perfect, absolutely perfect. But they haven't managed to hold on. It's a little bit of brilliance from the Spaniard Vasquez to create and conjure this opportunity. Finished with the initial save, tried to keep it out at the second attempt. Sal with yet another goal this season.
How would you explain that? The fact that Sahal, everybody always liked the way he played, but he hardly ever looked like scoring a goal. And funnily, this season he missed a really easy opportunity early on. He did score in the first match, but suddenly he can't stop scoring.
It's like London buses, isn't it? You wait, then all of a sudden it explodes and you go absolutely all guns blazing.
They're still chasing Mumbai City on 17, as you see. With ATK Mohan began on 16. The referee will resume play by giving the ball to perhaps Sukan Gill. Well, we're talking about key players here, and there is no question about it. Luna is a very key player. He's won 3 Hero Awards in the last 4 matches.
And I think I've given him 2. He's been the difference, John. He's been the difference for this Kerala Blasters side. Like Stewart is for Jamshedpur, Luna is to Kerala.
Yeah, I think Todd gave him one as well, probably. Thoroughly deserved as well. And Stewart's going to win quite a few this season, as long as he keeps his form and his fitness. But he's been exemplary in the last few weeks. Chape is the proud possessor of that yellow shirt and the Kerala Blasters shirt. Known as either the Yellow Brigade or even the Tuskers sometime. The club emblem is an elephant holding a football with its trunk. Just thought you'd like to know that.
You know, their fans do deserve more, let's be honest. You know, Manyapada, they just follow them round. They're obsessed with the football down there in Kerala, down south. And it's wonderful to see, in a magnificent stadium when it's full and they're playing at home 2 hours before kick-off, 60,000 people is a wonderful sight to see.
Marko Leskovic with the free kick. He's a real steady Eddie, the number 55, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. 7 out of 10, you know what you're going to get. Doesn't make too many mistakes either, which is important.
Yeah, former Osijek and Rijeka player who did score in the Durand Cup in the pre-season tournament. His only goal for the Blasters so far. Cabra struggling to keep this one in, and although he does so, it's gifted now back to Ricky of Jamshedpur, then to Alex. Always tries to keep it simple. A little phase of play there where both sides lost the ball, and which ends up fizzing through the bench occupied by Kerala Blasters.
But that's yet again Luna coming in from a wide position to put that challenge in, to win that ball back. He really is a live wire.
Yeah, Adrian Luna, who won the A-League title with Melbourne City. They did the double actually for the first time in that club's history. Hartley square now to Narendra, who plays it over the top of Dinliana, straight out. And they'll take a quick throw here. That's intelligent, and he's got him inside the area as well. It could be a second Kerala goal. There's a shout for a handball. Big shout for a handball. The referee's given a corner, I think.
Yeah, the referee's given a corner, but I tell you something, was the arm away from the body? Let's have a look. Vasquez looks to deliver. The arm is out, and
will the ref consult? I don't think he's going to do.
That's a penalty. Look at the arm. You see the arm, it's away from the body. It's an unnatural position. That was what we were discussing before the season with the officials, and that's why we have those conversations with them. If the arm is away from the body in an unnatural position and the ball is struck against it, then that can be awarded as a penalty.
Pratik Mondal was not about to turn. Not about to change his opinion. So a corner kick. They would feel justice would be done if they score from this. Well, they don't score from it, and the ball is then with Boris, and they'll race forward here, and they have 3 forward, and it is Murray, and he can't get past the first line of defence. It was a big chance on the counter.
Yeah, it was. His first touch just let him down, I think. Sahal tracking back in to ensure that it wasn't easy.
The half is racing through, isn't it? It's been very eye-catching. We've had 37 minutes, we've had 2 goals, we might have had more. We might have had a penalty there as well.
We might have had a penalty at the other end as well, where Hartley was barged over. So there have been a couple of instances where the officials need to have a look or consult each other.
Talking of Hartley, here he is. Narendra rather telegraphed the pass, but they're still trying to make something of it.
He gave Jitu nothing there, did he? Narendra, poor ball into his feet when there was someone right up his backside and close to him, putting the pressure on.
Kerala Blasters 1, Jamshedpur 1. Intriguing contest, 8 minutes in the first half remaining. Pereira, well, he may have got the better of Narendra there, but he certainly didn't get the better of Dinliana. On the ball now. Shout for the ball going out. I think the referee this time will agree with the protesters. With a few foul throw-ins this season as well. Not this one, happily. Jamshedpur are crowding well, pursuing the ball well. But Kerala, having got that goal back, are looking to strike again here now. It's inevitably onto Hartley's head. And Jeepson glances it down to nobody else but Ricky, who's on a race.
who was tracking back in there to win the ball in the middle of the park. Luna, yet again.
Yep. He's what you'd call a player's player.
He is. I mean, his touch map must be unbelievable. I think we've seen it on occasions. He's just all over the place.
That was a great win of the ball. Well, he needs to give it though, surely. He needs to pass it. Well, he will eventually, but it was well done by Rickwick there, beginning to drop still. But who took? Alex. Caught. Free kick, no question. Foul by Poitier.
It was a wonderful ball played forward from Stewart initially. That's what helped conjure that move up. Boris got it wrong with the header. Alex wins the free kick though as a result. And again, what do we see in the 14th minute?
A goal.
Will it be Stewart again? Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it will be Stewart. He fancies chances because that wall is a good 10 yards away, obviously. Just outside the penalty area. Gets it over the top.
Yeah, get it up and down. Surely lightning can't strike twice, John.
We shall see in the next few seconds. Alex there too. There looks to be a bit of a gap as well through which Stewart might drill it. We know he has the technique. But once it doesn't come off. A lob back in by Dinleon, who's too long. Oh, possibly disappointing, bearing in mind who it was.
Yeah, and Narendra as well was pushed forwards. He was in an offside position and didn't have a look. But Dinleon, it was an aimless ball rather than just rolling it and keeping possession. He's a little bit disappointed with himself there, Stuart. I think that shake of the head tells you all you need to know.
Yeah. I wonder if he'll be celebrating Hogmanay this year. Scottish traditional New Year's Day. Hartley goes for the long one. And it is Boris and Cabra, and the latter wins it. And that will be a foul against Ricky. Taking his man down.
He's having a word as well with Luna. Luna's not happy in getting up and having to go back. There's that ball in the air. You can see Luna looking at the man. He's not even looked at the ball there. He's looked to see where Ricky is. He's won that. He's bought that one. Knew that Ricky would come clattering in.
Well, let's see if Luna can make a better delivery than Stewart a minute ago. Plenty to aim at here. Every white shirt is back to defend. They don't want to relinquish this situation, having had the lead and then been held back. It's up in here towards Pereira, but Rahanish has it nice and clean on the gloves.
He just had a little glance around him there as well, didn't he? Hartley going up strong again then with Leskovic, but yeah, Rahanish doing well.
Cabra's a little bit underneath that to twist the neck. Whistle again. Free kick, Kerala. Sahal feeling his jaw.
Yeah, I think it was just Murray just led his body into him. If you watch here, the arm goes out, just trying to roll it. Did catch him. Here's a free kick.
Yeah, he's gone beyond Hartley for once, and they have to be very clever against Luna. Switches the point of the attack in there to Pereira, to Vasquez. Hooked straight up in the air, but safely away from Jamshedpur. Jeeks shows great poise there. Luna again, clever ball into the feet of Sahal. Then Vasquez, still tussling for it, hoping to get the corner. And he has got the corner.
That's a free kick.
I was going to say it's a foul, surely.
A free kick?
Well, and what I don't understand here, Mace, is it's right under the nose of the assistant referee.
Great ball from Sal, just pulling it back. There's Vasquez. Watch this now, right. There, Ricky does that. Now look, there, he sticks his leg out and catches him. That should have been a free kick. There, look. Quite deliberate, but is that the little bit of luck that the Curler Blasters need now to get a goal here?
Yeah, good point. A Luna corner. It's on its way. Arcola on the way into the lead. Well, a rather theatrical leap and an unavailing leap. He's staying down here, but they've still got an opportunity. Well, there are bodies all over around the stricken player, who was Leskovic.
Yeah.
Owen Cole's desperate for his team to defend now. Campbell will nod it forward, flag up. Offside. Relief for player and coach.
It's gone a bit crazy, hasn't it? The game's just gone... It's in a little crazy phase at the moment where both sides are conceding possession. We're having opportunities and it's all going all right. There's Sal, clearly offside. And here's the one, is it off the ball? Let's have a look. No, he's just landed awkwardly. He's gone and launched himself at it. There's nothing in that at all.
Yeah, but plenty of controversy for you to talk about during the half-time chat. There'll be 2 added minutes, we understand.
2 added minutes, 2 goals, 2 penalty shouts.
2 of everything.
Me and you, John, or is it you and me?
2. Private joke. Anything can happen in 2 minutes, so Hartley will just usher it along to Ricky. Shows the ball and sets off, doesn't he? And Stewart wasn't aware that if he'd turned, he was onto something, but he will cross a ball in, which is met by Hormipam. Now the 4th official has raised the board now, Mr. Rahul Kumagupta. Great header in there to Boris. Boris on the edge is balked. Continues to chase. Looks like we're going to get to the interval all square, which is perfect really in the setup for the second half. A Vasquez header back. A Sahal return ball to Vasquez, who'll continue from here. Pereira's through the middle. Just stretched and couldn't control it. It's never ceased to entertain though, this match. He's being held here.
Hooked, I think, John, watch. There you go, look, right round, there you go. Arms up on the shoulder, round the chest.
Yeah. Hugged and mugged. All at the same time. Is there any drama to be had in these closing seconds? Halfway through the added time of the first half. And that's... wow, that is a high one. Just towards the shipyard, they've got to be certain here, and Hartley of course is. His underarm. Ritwick. That's another free kick, and we are definitely, I would say, going to get to the interval at 1 apiece now.
Yeah, who's tracking back again? It's that man Luna. Does he not stand still? Unbelievable.
But he's good on the dance floor.
Similar to yourself, John.
No comment. Narenda's clearance isn't the best, but Sahal can make nothing of it, but it still does break to Vasquez. He'll be desperate to get back onto a scoring mould. He missed last time out. Yeah, Alex does well, make sure the ball doesn't go out. And there's one last attack on here between Murray and Stewart. And the ball is covered by Leskovic. Referee blows the whistle. Off we go. Off you go, Mace. And I'll sum up for you a fantastic, sumptuous free kick from Greg Stewart. And then Jamshedpur with good value for that lead as well. But Sahal benefits it from brilliant play from Vasquez. And that's left us with his half-time scoreline in Vasco of Kerala Blasters 1, Jamshedpur 1.
ये हम चले। कहो तो वापस चले।
ना, मुझे बड़ा मजा आ रहा है।
छोड़ा नोटबंदी का स्टार्टअप शुरू करते हैं। कुल मिलाकर 4 करोड़ और आ रहे हैं, मतलब पूरे 5 करोड़।
मेरा सारा पैसा कन्वर्ट करके 10 दिन के अंदर चाहिए।
काले धन।
मेरा परिवार मेरी कमजोरी है और मेरी ताकत भी।
Arya Season 2 Disney Plus Hotstar पर।
भाई शुरू करें। ऑडियो एकदम कड़क, खड़े अपन सड़क, लड़की दिखी नहीं दिल धड़क धड़क।
डायलॉग बाजी बंद करो और वो बिजली का बिल भरो।
ये तो कुछ भी नहीं है।
जाइए जाइए, उन्हीं के साथ बैठ जाइए। ये तुम हो निक?
ये तो वो नोट है जो मैंने लिखा है, ये मैं हूँ।
कुछ नया देखने को मिलेगा उधर।
So Kate is helping you with an Avengers level threat? He's my partner.
It's kind of a stretch.
You want to be a superhero? You put your life in danger.
There's also the cool costumes, some trick arrows. Some people have actually called me the world's greatest archer.
Are you one of those people?
तुम खा गए इस स्टेज को। आई थिंक दिस इज द मोस्ट एंटरटेनिंग 2-3 minutes of my life.
I dropped a bomb. The whole world is watching.
There's blood in the water. Sharks are coming.
I'm focused on not going to jail.
Logan says we have to take these cyanide pills. It's a mint, you doofus.
There he is, the little man who started this big war.
Where does this end? This friction. I'm a good guy. I'm better than you. We'll beast them. We'll go full beast.
थोड़ा नोटबंदी का स्टार्टअप शुरू करते हैं।
कुल मिलाकर 4 करोड़ और आ रहे हैं, मतलब पूरे 5 करोड़।
मेरा सारा पैसा कन्वर्ट करके 10 दिन के अंदर चाहिए।
काले धन।
मेरा परिवार मेरी कमजोरी है और मेरी ताकत भी।
Arya Season 2 Disney Plus.
Gone for goal! How incredible is that? Still Vasquez, save May, Sahal follows up, bound to score!
An exquisite free kick from Greg Stewart, cancelled out by an exquisite piece of skill from Vasquez, which was converted by Sahal Abdul Samad. So 1-1 is how it stands under the lights here at the Tilak Maidan Stadium in Vasco, where I've got commentator Paul Macefield and expert Darren Caldera. You're also an expert. Don't worry, you're also commentator today. Expert Darren Caldera next to me. I mean, 2 great goals. Obviously, the way they were set up, Darren, but how did you enjoy the action overall? What did you make of it?
Well, it was a brilliant half of football. Both of us watching it from here. It's so fast-paced at the moment. I think end-to-end football, I would call it. Jamshedpur FC started the game really well. I thought they were putting pressure on that Kerala defence. There was a lot of movement. Greg Stewart getting involved, Murray getting involved as well, and they rightfully took the lead. I mean, that was free kick. We'll come back to that later. Yeah. Outstanding free kick. But then Kerala, they were still in the game. Whenever Pereira, Diaz or Vasquez got the ball, they looked like they could do something, and they got that equalizer back. And then it's just been back and forth for both teams. I think it's a really, really close game at the moment.
3 versus 4, looking to go top of the table in this Boxing Day bonanza, like you call it, and certainly lived up to the billing in the first 45.
It's been unbelievable. It really, really has. I mean, we're fortunate enough that we've seen some really, really good games of football here, where both sides are intent on winning matches, so they're going for it. They've come out. Kerala pressed very high to start with Jamshedpur, then got into a bit of rhythm, then they managed to get their goal, then you turn around and Kerala came back at them. It's ebbing and flowing nicely, and it's all teed up for what should be a fantastic second 45 minutes as well. Great, honestly, that's great value, great entertainment, and that is great for the league.
All right, let's talk about that great free kick in the 14th minute. Obviously, the angle on the bend comes to mind over and over again. The distance as well, Dan, that is an extraordinary piece of skill, isn't it?
That's just madness. I want to repeat what John Helm said in the commentary box. He said, wow. I mean, that's just wow. When you look at the bend again, that's not normal, the bend on it. He's got one guy in the wall, which obviously you look at that again, and that's fine. That's all right. And you talk about the goalkeepers position again, which is still all right, because from that distance you don't think he's going to go for goal. You just have to give credit to Greg Stewart there. That's just brilliant technique. I don't know how he's got that in. Just unbelievable, that strike.
What did you say again?
Wow.
I'm going to actually put you
one more.
Wow.
No, I mean, it was a stunning strike. Take nothing away from it. But if you have a look, we were right behind that in the commentary position. The width that he put on that ball and started it so far outside the post, and it's just clipped the inside of the post. Keeper cannot do anything about that. I don't. You're probably struggling. The one or two keepers in the whole world would have stopped that. That's gone right in the top corner, just off the post, and it's a magnificent piece of skill.
I was going to say, I'm going to put you on the spot and say Vasquez's volley or this free kick, the goal of the season so far for you?
Oh, this one for me. You've got to turn around and say this is a little bit special. I mean, he has started that. It must be 4-5 yards outside the post. Now, to be able to bring that back in around the wall, okay, there was just one man standing there, but to bring it back in, clip the inside of the post in that top corner, you try and do it. I'm telling you, 1 out of 100, 1 out of 200, 1 out of 300 you would do. But Greg Stewart, can do it a heck of a lot more.
I'd rather hold the microphone. 13 minutes later, Sahal Abdul Samad, obviously in a good stretch of form at the moment, but can't take anything away, Darren, from Vasquez's piece of skill here. The touch and then the execution of the pass.
Yeah, that was a brilliant turn from Vasquez. If you look at that, I think Hartley needs to defend better, because he runs at him, gets beaten with that turn, and Vasquez just goes towards goal. I mean, that's good from him. He goes past the player as well, and then there's a shot on target, and we'll come back to that again when we look at the replay probably from the start. Yeah, right there, that turn from Vasquez, that's brilliant, because Hartley's beaten straight away. He still goes at goal. He's looking for one of the runs. Narendra gets beaten, should be doing better. I think TP Renish does really well with the block. The second one could have done better, but then, a bit of luck there falls for Sahal, and he scores that one.
Yeah, I mean, the two defenders are to blame there. Hartley's gone in like that, then Narendra goes and makes that error. Then what do we say about goalkeepers pushing balls back into play? Again, he needs a stronger fist there, Renish. I think it's just a comedy of errors. Stunning piece of skill with that turn initially, though, but the man in the right place at the right time. There he is. He's scoring goals for fun at the moment, isn't he, Sahal?
Joint highest Indian scorer at the moment alongside Liston Colasso. Obviously, you spoke very highly of him before the season began. We talked about him converting potential into performances, and once again, he's there on the score sheet.
Yeah, it was all about, I've seen it time and again in training with Sahal, and he does a lot of things which just leaves us, with our jaws dropping to the floor, because he's that good. It was all about translating what he does in training on the pitch now, and he's doing that. I think he's got still a lot more to improve on. He knows that as well, and it's good to see him getting on the score sheet as well. So this is just going to add to his confidence, and we'll see a lot more better performances from him.
Hopefully he's also thanked Vasquez as he's gone into the dressing room. Now, Kerala Blasters, do you think they'll feel a bit hard done by that they haven't got themselves a lead and a possible penalty as well, because there was a shout, about 30-40 yards away from where we're standing at the moment?
It's now on. It's now on. We sat with the referees before the season, right, with the officials there, and they turned around and said it is a penalty if the arm is in not a natural position. He's gone sliding in, his arm's in the air, it stopped the ball going into the box, which could have created a goal-scoring opportunity. That's absolutely nailed on. There, it's hit the hand.
Yeah, that is a penalty for me. I mean, it is difficult for Dinliana. He's flying in, last-ditch tackle, and in that position, your arm is going to be raised, but you cannot be doing that in the box. As simple as that. And the laws of the game says, arm is in an unnatural position, ball's going towards goal. That is a penalty for me.
Jamshedkar could have had one as well at the other end. I mean, there was a shout there where Hartley got barged off the ball by Leskovic.
That was earlier, wasn't it?
That was earlier. So, I mean, it evens itself up over 90 minutes, but that's a little bit unfortunate.
This is the one.
I think this is the one. Yeah, they're off the ball. He's not going for the ball, and you watch the angle, which will come up with a replay. He actually physically he's gone into him. You can't do that.
So balance of play, then 1-1 is a fair scoreline. Then would you say?
Yeah, I mean, two wrongs don't make a right, but we've seen them given, we've seen them not given. But that other one, the one for Kerala, I mean, that's 150 gazillion% nailed on.
Okay, well, it's not just about the action on the ground. You can also enjoy some ISL action through your consoles with the EISL that started this season. 27, that has to be tomorrow, right? The Highlanders up against Bengaluru FC, and then Hyderabad take on Kerala Blasters in the inaugural EISL. Enjoy the action on the Facebook and the YouTube pages of the Hero Indian Super League. That's what's going on behind us at the moment. Second half obviously coming up. Jamshedpur have had a fair few chances, particularly before Kerala found an equalizer. Do you see the same pattern continue in the second half as well?
I think they shouldn't change anything. I think both teams are doing really well at the moment, especially Jamshedpur FC when it comes to attacking in the final third. Murray is doing really well. He's getting a lot of long balls and he's winning all those headers, which is good. And you can see Boris Singh has been really lively in this first half. So Jamshedpur FC are looking good. Kerala Blasters as well. It's going to be a great second half for us.
He's obviously back outside early as per normal. Owen Coyle, what must he be thinking at the moment? And do you think it's Kerala's to win from here?
It's both of theirs to win, but it's both of theirs to lose. And it could be a mistake that does settle this one. We just hope that it doesn't come to that.
Well, 3 versus 4 on the points table, looking to go top. 1-1 is how it stands. An intriguing second half lies on the other side.
The long hours, the late nights, smashing all records, breaking every boundary. Go beyond limits. Fueled by Herbalife Nutrition.
पेश करता हूँ ठाकुर परिवार। हर एक का अलग अलग मिजाज और हर एक का अनोखा अंदाज। 80 के दशक की एक दिल बहला देने वाली कहानी।
सुदेव जानी ठाकुर, will you be my Bobby?
हॉटस्टार स्पेशल्स प्रस्तुत करते हैं दिल बेकरार, only on Disney Plus Hotstar.
I dropped a bomb. The whole world is watching.
There's blood in the water. Sharks are coming.
I'm focused on not going to jail.
Logan says we have to take these. Cyanide pills. It's a mint, you doofus.
There he is, the little man who started this big war.
Where does this end? This friction. I'm a good guy. I'm better than you. We'll beast them. We'll go full beast!
ये इन्वेस्टिगेशन नहीं, मजाक है हिम्मत सिंह।
I suspend myself, sir.
अरमान गोल्ड सब खरीद रहे।
तुम दोनों फॉरेन एक्सचेंज खरीदोगे? ये सब पैसों का जब कन्वर्जन हो जाएगा तुम अपने हिस्से का क्या करोगे?
अगर तुमने चुरा नहीं लिए तो अपने स्टार्टअप में डालो।
काले धन। भाई शुरू करें। ऑडियो एकदम कड़क, खड़े ओपन सड़क। डायलॉग बाजी बंद करो और बिजली का बिल भरो। जाइए उन्हीं के साथ बैठ जाइए।
It's the most wonderful time.
Welcome back here to Vasco, to the Tilak Madan Stadium. You're looking at one of the goal scorers, Sahalan. You're looking at the other one there, Greg Stewart. And it really has been fascinating. An interesting thing I've just noticed now, Jessel Canero went and fist pumped the referee as if to say, sorry, we, caused a bit of a stir. We really thought, there should have been something on for us, a penalty kick. But at least they were chatting to one another, good communication.
Well, he's the skipper, so he's entitled to be able to go and chat to the referee. And I think it was just reiterating that fact.
So enjoy the second half, everybody, as much as the first. I hope you do, including the 12th men. Anybody who's just joining us, Kerala Blasters on the best ever run in the Hero Indian Super League, unbeaten for quite a few matches now, and they've only failed to score once this season, which was against North East. So it is a best run in their history. They want to keep it going, and Jamshedpur want to keep it going as well, and space opens up here for Ritvik. Checks inside, is he going to go? Was that a push? All sorts of questions to be answered. Goalkeeper's come a long way here. I thought Narendra was going to dribble it past him then for a minute. Lively skirmishes to set us underway again. Decent ball from Alex down the line as well. Cross ball's just going to fall for Prabsuk and Gill, okay.
That's not a bad ball from Boris. Just whipping it into that danger zone, that danger area.
Yeah, Boris playing down the left and Ritwick down the right this evening for Jamshedpur in the continued absence of more regular choices. Turn, Vasquez, can't get any strength in, away comes Hartley with the ball. Finds his man. there as well. This is a through ball which will certainly interest him. The keeper unsure, and probably a wrong decision there from Murray.
I think he thought he was offside. I really do, because if you have a look when this ball is played, is he offside? The linesman went to put his flag up, and I think Murray had a look.
Uncertain start from Narendra to the start of the second half. He looked a bit uncertain there with the bounce of the ball, and whether it was his or not. It turned out to be the goalkeepers in the end. Rahenish. Alex, he gets a lot of the ball as well, doesn't he? Then Ricky. Back from Boris again. Boris, 21 years of age. It's his first start since the opening match of the season against SC East Bengal. And because Len Dungal's out today with injury. No Prony Halder either, no Valskis, as we've mentioned. Free kick coming up now. Referee across quickly.
Stewart's going to go in the book for that. A little bit of a high foot. I think that's what that one was for.
What it does mean, Mace, is that both Stewart and Hartley are within one booking of a suspension. Now that would be a massive blow.
Well, they're better off getting them over and done with and going again. Don't want them both at the same time, though. You don't want your two foreign players out.
Yep. Two very, very key players. This is a huge punt which Rahenish grabs.
I'll tell you, Vukamanovic has said to his team, get the ball and try and catch Narendra out. How many long balls have we seen from the Kerala Blasters in this opening 3 minutes?
Yeah, 3 or 4. Ricky going nowhere. Now he is going somewhere. Nothing other that Hartley could do there was than reverse it to Rahenish. The ball spending a lot of time in the air at the minute. Delicate little Vasquez flick. So unable to locate Pereira. Spaniard and the Argentine together. There's a TP. Jamshedpur also only failed to score once this season. That was in the game against Bengaluru. Bit of a giveaway, and it's an opportunity to exploit that lapse for Dinliana. Company with Ritwick. That's not a bad ball from Ritwick, and he retained his concentration well there. Perhaps Sukangili would have been easy to take his eye off the ball. And what's more, we've seen this before. He's found Pereira straight away with the throw. He's good distribution.
Yeah, I like him as a keeper.
Jackson, one of those who've come through from that under-17 World Cup. Oh, a very weak attempt there. It's going in off the crossbar. Didn't quite go in. It was a rare blemish from Peter Hartley, and he knows it as well.
What a piece of skill that was from Vasquez. Quick as a flash, saw the keeper off his line and tried the little dink. Hartley will be disappointed with that poor defending from him, but ooh, that's close.
He was disappointed. I saw his head drop in dejection. Punishing himself. Typical Hartley. But Vasquez seems to score spectacular goals, doesn't he? And that was another for the collection almost.
He's a top draw player, John. He really, really is. I mean, you don't play at the top levels in La Liga and in England, in the Premier League, if you're an average player.
Correct. Lima's a quality player as well, and he's helped to win the ball and get Jamshedpur moving forward. He takes again here now on halfway. fires it across here, almost without looking, so Jessel was able to make a contribution with his head. And that's no foul. I think Leskovic thought he'd found the man there. As it is, he's found Vasquez, he's found Luna. Not on the same wavelength there as Pereira. The ball's just played straight out because of the injury we have.
Yeah, Stewart got flattened there. That's actually a free kick. Watch. There, the arm in the back, the nudge. I mean, he's given free kicks in this game, the referee. 4 fouls like that, yet all of a sudden he doesn't. That's where we need the consistency to come.
Leskovic has got away with 2, hasn't he now?
He has. The one off the ball as well with Hartley in the box.
Yeah, that's the other one I was thinking about, yeah.
Oh, there's been others, John, throughout this game where he's given certain ones, and you know, Vasquez has been on the receiving end of a couple where he should have had free kicks.
Where's this one going to end up? At the feet of Jeekson was the answer to the question. Now Cabra. Steely work in the midfield here. Oh, it just eluded the run of Murray.
That was clever play. That was clever play. Stewart just trying to roll it into the path of Murray.
Oh, this one's gone goal side. Chance for Pereira, number 30.
See what they've done. It's quite clever what Vukomanovic has done. He's pulled Pereira Diaz over to this left-hand side a bit more to go and challenge with Narendra. That's why they're getting a bit of joy here.
Jessel will knock a ball into the danger area. Hartley does a good job this time in taking care of it, and again with the left boot this time. He only needs to use the right boot, and a hat-trick will be on the cards. Leskovic, Poitier, Cabra. I think that's possibly overhit. Well, at least he managed to steer it out for a throw-in when it was probably going to go dead.
That was nearly one of the most unbelievable touches you would have ever seen. If that had stayed on the dance floor, what a piece of control that would have been.
He did do it the other evening, I remember. I was gawping in amazement. That's not bad. They've not led yet on the night, Kerala, but they'll have a free kick here. The referee has signalled for it.
The referee's given that because of Jitu first. Alex thinks it's himself, but Jitu catches him earlier. He's tried to play the advantage. Alex gets the ball and is frustrated that the free kick's been given, but it was for the earlier offence. If you have a look, the ball has been pushed back an extra 5-10 yards from where Alex made that contact. Here it is, watch. There, Jitu, all over his back, clips him, and that's what it was given for.
Yeah. Correct call. Luna as influential as ever. Will take the free kick as well. Just flat one. Vasquez thunders in the shot. Referee points with his left arm, indicating corner kick.
One off the training ground. Yep. Just the little ball in, the little cushion off. Good closing down. Dinliana not allowing that shot to go towards goal.
Yeah, I remember when Owen Coyle signed Dinliana, he said he does exactly what he expects of his fullbacks. Young man, Dinliana as well, 23. Corner kick here coming. The Kerala Blasters seeking to lead for the first time on the night. A lot of movement in there. Cabri got his head to it. Hoisted back in dangerously. Free kick. Against the attacking side, how many times does that happen?
Well, again, you have a watch how Pereira Diaz goes up and challenges for a ball. He doesn't look at the ball, he looks at the man. Look, he's looking at Hartley all the way and then just turns around. So Hartley's just protecting himself. But you can't go aimlessly running into people. You've got to have the intent to go and win the ball, and that's not what Pereira did. As was doing there.
Keep your eyes open as well. It's like us. Oh, that's a great flick on. I thought he was going to have a shot there. Instead of Ritwick. Still Ritwick. Well, the bodies in yellow shirts are all over the place, but they did their job, and Sahal's back there helping as well. All at full strength. Did well not to get caught. Pereira. Vasquez advancing after steering to safety with Dinliana. It's a fascinating stage of the contest, is this. A good header from Harmon John Cabra as well. Stretching the play here. Oh, and then a really disappointing pass from Jackson, who split the pair that he was aiming for.
The game was being played over about 60 yards then. Midfielders not on top at the moment.
Another huge bump from Hartley, which Ritwick takes on the chest. North East United against Mumbai City, the leaders of the Hero Indian Summer League is coming up for you tomorrow. Always enjoy watching those two teams. Oh, that's a very good contribution as well. And it will enable Stewart to drive in from here, which way he prefers to go on his left. Another shout for a handball, and this one's turned down as well. I don't think that was as straightforward like the other one. You may disagree.
No, arms inside. Yeah, that one's not a penalty for me, John, because if you have a look at the arms were inside the body, and that's what they're saying. That's more of a natural position than when your arms are flailing all over the place. Stewart just fires this one in. It's a short distance. His arm is right next to his chest. That's not a penalty.
For Stewart again, look at this. He takes his time, doesn't he? He just wriggles away. He has so much time, which is the sign of a good player. Ritwick's enjoyed the second half. Dangerous ball in as well, and Leskiewicz lucky not to get a touch on that.
Every time they're targeting Narendra.
Ricky manages to retain the ball and then fires it over the top. Good anticipation from Gill again. He really has impressed, though, say, since he came in to take over. Still a result of the injury. The word about Albino Gomez is that he's going to be out for a little while. Anyway.
Yeah, I think Ivan Vukomanovic mentioned to us before the game, didn't he? Probably another 4 weeks. Or 3 weeks, sorry, 3 to 4 weeks.
Better news of Rahul KP, though. He might be back fairly soon. Got injured in the first game, didn't he?
The referee decided to get involved again, John.
Yeah, it happens. He's happened a lot this season, doesn't it? He can't stay out the way, can he? Wants to play a pass. He wants an assist. almost an hour gone. No change to the scoreline since that equalising goal, which came in the 27th minute. Stewart told to move away. Nice flick through to Jeekson, a touch from him.
Jeekson's played really, really well today. He really has, in the middle of the park.
Yeah, hugely promising young player. I do detect movement on the Kerala bench.
Setchison, it looks as though Setchison's going to be coming on.
I think both sides would feel unfortunate if they were to lose it now. Just didn't get the layoff through there, did he? Luna was attempting. Oh, he's gone for another one. Well, he really is a confident striker, Vasquez. He's 40 yards out and he decides to have a pop.
Yeah, Rupert makes a mistake, doesn't he? Tries to keep it simple, but it's well read. And Vasquez just trying his luck. Don't buy a ticket, you don't win the raffle.
He'll score one day with one of those, won't he? An hour gone, and here we have the switch on the Kerala Blasters side. Yeah, Luna off. That is a surprise. Do you think he's got some sort of a niggle?
Yeah, 100%.
Replaced by Setyasin.
Yeah, he's just holding the back of his hamstring by the looks of things, his right leg. You know that Ivan was telling us before the game he's been very lucky that no players with soft tissue injuries, and they've been all managed well. And if he knows a player has a little niggle, he'll take them off or he won't play them because he wants them to be fit and be fit for the season.
That might cost Luna a Hero of the Match award. Speed here of the essence, Ritwick, and also of the essence was the Leskovic tackle.
Solid defending, 7 out of 10. Is that what we said?
Yeah, the Croatian defender, number 55. Stewart's 20. Clever deft ball to Dinliana. Ritwick. Oh, he's won the corner kick. He's got quick feet.
He's quick as well, he's absolutely rapid. Got onto that very quickly. Great ball in from Dinliana, but again, Leskovic reading that one really, really well.
Well, they did their scouting work on Ritwick. Went up to watch the Snow Leopards, as they're known up in Kashmir.
Real Kashmir.
Real Kashmir, that's who he was playing with. And there's his heat map. Up from this corner. Clever. Dinliana, back stick, who's coming? Might shout for something else here. Where's that going to bounce? Well, it's going to bounce to the advantage of the Kerala Blasters.
It's unlucky. Another one off the training ground there. Lovely little turn. Lovely little routine. Just the final touch. Jitu was that was coming in right at the back. I think it was possibly meant for Hartley, but does ever so well to pull it back in there. And Pam in the right place at the right time.
Yeah, Jitu ever present so far this season. Learning from Owen Coyle and the training staff. Dinliana, he's had a lot of the ball in the second half. He's got it again now. Square for Lima. Lemurs and Lunas today. And this is Lima. Lima to Ritwick, he takes it down from the sky, brilliant then. Diliano, he's figuring more and more, still can't find a way through. Can Vasquez do something brilliant again? Protects the ball so well, doesn't he? So through the middle they go this time with Puitia. Slows it down before measuring the ball out here to the substitute. He can't retain it. That's Ritwick back there defending now.
Yeah, he was under a bit of pressure there as well. Had a little bit more time than he realised, but so we said he was going to be vital today, as was Boris, because they're going to have to trap back and put the challenges in. There's a nice little bit of skill. He's done well today.
Super skills. Chessel. Once again, Herrera. Puitia, Cabra's ball, I think is wayward.
Yeah, just slightly overcooked that one.
A bit too much Christmas pudding, I think.
3 shredded wheat for breakfast.
Oh dear. Possessed in the last 15 minutes, just edged by Kerala, not by a great deal though. Still 26 minutes to run. Well, of course it's a cliche, but this really is a match that can go either way, as the free kick is awarded against Kerala and against Puitia, and the referee just had a word with him for trying to stall proceedings there.
Yeah, just a little tuck there from Setchison, and then Puitia goes straight through the back of Murray. That's why, because it was after the free kick was given. You look at the stats though on the IndianSuperLeague.com website. These two sides are literally neck and neck.
They are. That's in every statistic you can imagine.
And in this game.
Yep. Useful. He's got space here as Ritwick again. Tries the lofted pass. It should be the keeper's. Yeah, he's done okay this time as Prabsukangil. I said this time he's not put a foot wrong. I don't think anybody faulted him on the Stewart goal.
No, you couldn't. I mean, that was postage stamp, wasn't it? Right in the top corner with the power. It was all there.
Action off the pitch as well with the first ever EISL. The live stream on YouTube and Facebook. 4:30 and 5:30.
Stewart doing well there. Drew Jeekson in. Jeekson's all over the back of him. Look, trying to go round him. Just a little tuck, so free kick awarded.
Similar to the last game here, wasn't it? That was the 1-1 draw as well, with the one goal coming early and then another early. The second half, but then after that sort of slugging it out, but nobody able to find that one piercing pass. This time That's what Hart was trying to achieve. It's well directed. Ricky, and that might not be well directed. Oh, he's done brilliantly. There is a chance still, and well defended. Well, he is quick, he's Boris, isn't it? They do have pace on either flank.
Absolutely rapid. He goes past Cabra there. And does really well. Cabra trying to shepherd it out. Keeps the ball in play.
Well, there is 12 years between them. 33-year-old up against the 21-year-old. Counts sometimes. You can't beat experience. Horace, another from that under-17 World Cup. Two very different style coaches. Owen Coyle rarely sits down, up encouraging his team. He lets his assistants, Sandy Stewart and Noel Wilson, retain their seats while he's on his feet. But for the minute, Ivan Vukomanovic is sitting down. This one is back to Prabsukan. Slight. Hurried into the clearance, and the push is by Vasquez on the render.
Yeah, it is. You watch the initial one again. He does it, and so does Pereira Diaz. He's looking at the man. Bang! Yeah. There, he barges into him.
Yep. Spot on this. Let's just see what happens here. Square ball. In, shoots, and it's Prabsukan's save. Oh, nice to see him taking it on anyway there. The effort from Jitu.
Take a bit of a deflection there. Look at the spin on the ball. Yeah, it did.
Yeah. Vasquez. He's like, oh, it's lovely from Vasquez again. He has a delicate touch, he really does. The way he played that into the path there of Seth Yassin.
That's top draw again, isn't it? Another one of those super skills. Little back heel, little flick. Lovely to see.
Yeah. 22 minutes to go. Vasquez continues to impress here in the Hero Indian Super League. 2021-22. A chance without question. He's got it straight on to Jamshedpur ahead, but it might come back all the way. Not immediately, but Jessel now does launch it high. Ooh, if he had found Vasquez there, I can't believe how much space the number 99 would have had. Vasquez, which is injured himself. But Vasquez was in absolute acres of space.
He was. All he does is he just peels and bends his run. You've got Narendra and Hartley going for the same ball. He's jumped early, just got that slightly wrong. That little cushion header back.
I think it would have been a certain goal if it had reached Vasquez.
He just jarred his ankle or his leg on the landing.
Yeah, what a good player this man is. He's thrilled us with his abilities. This was where he broke an offside trap and went on to take on the goalkeeper. Around he went, and you just knew he was going to score from that moment on. And he's capable of the spectacular, as we know. One of the goals of the season, whatever. Against Mumbai City.
Are we going to see any changes? Shedpur going to try and freshen it up a little bit.
Yeah, he's got 4 or 5 players out, hasn't he? He's been unlucky to lose Farouk Chowdhury for the whole season. And then others missing today as well, as Vasquez tries to read the mind of the substitute set Yassin.
We'll end up having to deal with that ball there.
The others still missing for Jamshedpur. Say Plagnon, Pronihalder, Lendungel, Valskis and Komotako.
Looks like a double change coming for Kerala Blasters as well. Vinci by the looks of it.
Yeah, Vinci and Ayush.
Bit of pace there for themselves now.
Ishfaq Ahmed giving final instructions. Indiana with a longer throw, but again we've seen a throw taken from the wrong place.
Yep, that's right, Indiana. With a little wiry smile. Owen Coyle just saying to the referee, any chance that you could tell him where it was from then?
Yeah. I don't think the referees are going to be taking his eye, do you? That's why wingers sometimes hated being on the touchline. They're the closest to the coaches, shouting the instructions. A decent ball to Pereira Diaz. Hartley steps in and is fouled.
A nice high five between the two players there, a bit of respect. Indiana doing well there, just to ease him out of the way.
The goal scorer Sahal is one of Who is going to be withdrawn here to allow young Vinci on. And poor Tears. Going to be sacrificed as well to allow Ayush to come on.
Just trying to remember the last time that Sal played a full 90 minutes. A while ago.
No, it seems to be the way of things at the moment for him. There we have it. Brilliant, and then Sahal's follow through, similar to his other goal here, except he got it back himself, didn't he? Whereas that one, he managed to get past the goalkeeper. Came off the keeper. Ritwick is doing an enormous amount of chasing here. I'm exhausted just watching him. That's good play from Jitu. And is he bought? No, Jessel just doing a very, very good left-back's job.
Yeah, just too hard. He just played that with a little bit too much pace. If that was going to stay in, he may have got the free kick, but because it overcooked it, easy one for the officials. That.
So it's Sahal's race is run, but at least he's got his name on the score sheet. Again for the fourth time this season.
I think we'd like to see him play 90 minutes, John. He hasn't played 90 minutes since that Odisha game last year. I think it was match day 90 or match 90 it was.
Once again, Peter Hartley. More good work from Jessel, captain of Kerala Blasters this season. In there onto the chest. He hasn't done much to feed off in the second half. Well taken down by Pereira. Dimiano almost tugged him back. But the Argentine continues. Won the Copa Sudamericana in the colours of Lanús. I think your pre-match verdict was 3-1 Jamshedpur, was it?
Yep.
Well, could happen. Still got more than a quarter of an hour to go.
Well, if we get a goal from either team, the whole match is going to open up, because the other one won't want to lose, so it'll either end up 2-2 or 3-1.
Cabot puts his head in. Gets the clearance away. Combination here between Vasquez and Pereira. Once again they've had to reverse it because of the Jamshedpur covering. They'll have to have an opportunity through Ritwick to get forward themselves now. not there's been anybody who's missed a clear-cut chance, is it, in this half?
In the match, I think, John.
Yeah, no, I don't think anybody's... I don't think you get to this. Nobody's made a bloomer, have they?
No.
In the blockbuster. In the bonanza. On Boxing Day. That's a rather casual pass from Leskovic. But anyway, Jeekson's made something of it. Another deft touch from Vasquez. Who else?
What a ball that was.
Oh, he's got a terrific repertoire, hasn't he?
Water break.
Why not? 75 minutes gone, the score unchanged from half-time. Kerala Blasters 1 and Jamshedpur 1, both hoping to move up that league table. Let's see who can do it.
I will do everything in my power to keep us safe. Because I have a plan. मैं वो करूंगी जो मुझे करना है. मैं और नहीं भागूंगी.
Get back to Tilak Medan. As you can see, Ivan Vukomanovic, the Serbian coach, is having chats with his squad. Manu's last job was in Cyprus with the Apollon Limassol club, and here we see it again. No matter how many times you see it, you just wonder at the technique of Greg Stewart.
He started that 4 or 5 yards outside the goal and managed to bring it back in. And this, though, how about this for a little bit of clever play? Knows that Hartley's not close to him. Vasquez with a lovely, lovely turn. That was the impetus to start this attack. Manages to get his shot away. Sahal, once again, the right place at the right time.
Lovely shot. I think both these sides are stronger this year because of a bit of continuity. Kerala retained job today.
I think he's played exceptionally well, but I think that this is a bit of intent here from Owen Coyle.
Opposition half as Kerala Blasters seek for the 3 points. Cabra, decent ball in field, first touch for the 4 minutes of added time we have. Stewart's going to lose out, but he's got the free kick.
It's a soft one. It is a soft one.
And we remain on the path of finding good games for you. And the next one to come up in the Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru Stadium in Fatorda will be between North East
काले धन
मैं और नहीं भागूंगी।
मुझे फिक्र है उन लोगों के लिए जिसने शेरनी को छेड़ा।
इस आदमी को मैं
Dan Caldera, Paul Macefield alongside me. Dan, what did you make of the second half action after what we saw in the first 45?
Well, we didn't get goals in the second half, but I thought it was a very, very entertaining half. You had two very committed teams. You know, there were a lot of tackles.
With what's, one of the strikes of the season, and then just 13 minutes later, Sal turning up to be in the right place at the right time yet again. So, that was all the first half action. That's where the goals came. But, I actually said in the commentary, 86 minutes.
Let's have a look at the points table. 3 versus 4 is what it was billed as, looking to go top of the league. As it stands with a solitary point apiece, Jamshedpur find themselves in second and Kerala Blasters in third. That's why it probably leaves you with an underwhelming feeling if you're a Kerala Blasters fan or a Men of Steel
Point call versus Ivan off the pitch as well. It looked really good. I think they got their
to Indian football. Let's start with the club award. I invite captains of both teams to jointly pose with a check of 50,000 rupees. His efforts from Hero Motocorp.
What a golden goal this was from Greg Stewart. An absolute stunning strike in that first half.
Thank you, Isha, for that. Greg Stewart, yep, deservedly the hero of the match. And like he said, he did his homework as well, used his brains in that performance. Just like Jamshedpur FC have used their brains in signing him. What a signing he's turned out to be, Darren.
Brilliant. One of the best signings in the Hero Indian Super League this season. He's phenomenal again in the game. Just
ambition, and that's what we saw particularly in the first half. What did you
so far this season, has been on fire. You can't knock someone if they're scoring goals, and if he keeps silencing
bring that. Hi coach, you've got Farooq out for the season, you got Komal Thattal and Len who are out injured at the moment as well. But you got Ritwik who had his first start tonight. What did you make of his performance?
Yeah, but I've loved it in the training ground. He's got better since he came in with us, as we do with our young. We certainly probably shaded that game tonight and could easily have had the 3 points.
Coyley, happy Christmas. You turned around and just spoke up there about Ritwik. You had Boris on the other side as well, given that opportunity. You're not afraid to blood these youngsters, that we know, but how pivotal and important is it for you to do your homework on your opponents? I mean, we saw
As talented as we are individually, your strength is as a group, and these boys bring that. You know, we work in the training ground, high intensity. You can see that. We're encouraging them at all times because that's what we want. We want them to be positive. They'll make mistakes, I know that. As long as they're honest mistakes, we'll go again. And I'm just delighted to see you, Mace. I thought it was your brother the other night. So great to see you back, pal. And I hope you all had a good Christmas. Jitendra weren't able to train yesterday, and just while I'm on, I'd like to thank Mumbai because our training ground was closed on Bosco for obviously the mass, which hadn't
interesting.
Yeah, Chennai and FC, another team who are doing really well at the moment. And then you got Northeast United after that, SC East Bengal who are showing a lot of fight. There's Hyderabad who are right up there alongside them, and Mumbai City who are table toppers right now. So there are no easy games, but Jamshedpur FC are looking good. Like Owen Coyle has mentioned, they are looking to get 3 points every single game. He's not afraid to play the youngsters. Yes, they do have a few injuries, but in spite of all of that, they seem
have good opportunities tonight, particularly Isham right at the end there to give them the 3 points. That chance goes in, it's 3 points, not one. All of a sudden, they're there at the top of the table alongside Mumbai, keeping them company. So they've got to just start to convert that into wins.
All right, similarly, obviously, Kerala Blasters would be looking to do exactly that. Ivan Vuko
1 week, exhausted 3 games against Mumbai FC, Chennai, and anticipated just to take him off to be clever and to be careful about that. So we'll see with the medical stuff. Hopefully nothing's wrong or nothing's bad. He told us that he just felt a little bit, so we'll see. Probably there is nothing serious. Hopefully he will be ready for the next fixture. Games in this week, that tonight it will be a tough game, physically tough game, with lots of duels, with lots of long balls, because we faced Jamshedpur in the difficult position. So at the end, we have to be, from our perspective, content, because we are now 7 games in a row without defeat, and for us, for the club, it's a great thing, great achievement. We have to continue because we still think that there is a huge space for improvement. We want to continue because the guys, they're going to get a great job. I'm proud, really proud of them for this week.
Hi coach, we are seeing a rejuvenated off the pitch as well.
Yeah, of course, but it's a daily job. Doesn't matter if he can attack from a left or right side. I think firmly believe that in the football, you have to be always on the right place in the right moment. You don't have to be too early, you don't have to be too late. So we try, and we are adding certain things to his way of playing during the training sessions, and of course with some analysis, video things that we want to show him how to move, then showing him great examples, not only to him but many of them.
Getting the likes of Diaz to go up against Narendra.
Yeah, of course, but you always try to find weak points in opponent's defense or opponent's formation. So what we wanted today to explore, to get the ball as fast as possible in the last third of the pitch in front of their defense, and then to try to make a difference with some of our players who are very skillful with the ball. So our goal tonight was their half. So we knew that it will be a tough game. We knew it will be this kind of game. We were ready, and as a coach, it makes me happy, because if we look only last 7 days, our 3 games, we showed in one game against Mumbai City that we can play high pressure with an idea how to press and explore certain spaces. Then against Chennai, and also with the different aspect, different approach.
Up for them in 2022. This is what it is on the 2nd of Jan, which is a doubleheader. Who are just finding some new wind under Derek Pereira, so it won't be easy for them. But how are you looking at the next few challenges, Mace?
It's tough. I mean, they could be there. They could be there or thereabouts at the end of the season. No question about that.
They can at least enjoy the new year through Kerala Blasters. But we'll slip into a short little breather. Here you can also enjoy these breathtaking visuals of Goa, where you can, don't worry about it, see more and be more.
Goa, see more, be more.
I intend to rule with respect.
चुरा नहीं लिए तो अपने स्टार्टअप में डालो।
काले धन
him down. Find out what this rat is planning.
You know how it is. Families.
The FBI is downstairs. We're gonna lose the company.
अरे हाथों में है। मुझसे नहीं होगा।
players through injuries. But I think Khalid Jamil knows how to get the best out of his team. On the other hand, you've got Mumbai City FC would be very happy with this draw. I'm sure they're watching.
Wanted to make sure that there's not many points to get to the top of the table.
Switch like a free throw, breaking out the beast mode, walking with the Pico when it goes down, I'm up. No cheat codes. We're gonna get our feet back off the ground. We're living for the ride.
Just hours away from Christmas Day, we have a festive treat for you here in Majid. Once again, Nogueira looking to add to his tally of goals. He already has twice as many as last season. Here trying to find some space. It's just over the top of the crossbar. It was an opportunity. On the score sheet. The header, and the ball is in the net, and it's Goa who take the lead, and it's the Spaniard Gonzalez who does to Odisha exactly what he did to them 10 months ago. FC Goa take a lead, and the first goal of the Derek Pereira tenure. Jonatas is there, and well, it's Diraj who's at that end of the field making the stops now.
Well, out of nothing there, Odisha FC get a brilliant chance.
Will he go for goal? No, he won't. He'll play it across there. Difficult one for the keeper. Equalising goal, and it is Jonatas who scrambles it over the line. The keeper left flailing there, and Jonatas has got Odisha right back in this one. Richly deserved, I have to say, on the last couple of minutes play. Clever little chip ball over the top here to Zuala. Good cross in. Jonatas with a header. It's wide by a fraction. He wants a corner and he gets a corner. But we are going to have these switches now. Starting with Odisha. And gets a cross in. Oh! It's headed against his own bar by Fox, and then it's headed away from beneath the crossbar by Gonzalez. Well, drama there at whatever end it's called. But Fox is having a strange old start to this game. He's been on the bench, and then a header from a goal played right back into Diraj's hands.
What is happening there?
Chaos. Well, Dylan Fox is his second erratic contribution, having been introduced as a substitute. Harry Dye with the cross in, and Fox right against his own crossbar. And then Krasniki can't force it through either.
Yeah, fortunately for him, you had Ivan Gonzalez there on the line, and then the second one, Savia Gama, would be really happy that goes straight to Dhiraj Singh.
Brilliant ball in. Just too far though for the stretching Nongdamba.
Yeah, some good work there from Nogueira. Looks for a through ball, but just a little too much on it.
Comfortable defending from Gonzalez, who could yet be the hero after all the work he's put in tonight. Oh, it's deflected and nearly squeezed in just inside the upright. That would have been drama that was unexpected. He's got Krasniki on the outside. Harry Dye. Krasniki to win it off the upright. Sums it up really, doesn't it? They've seen the crossbar stroke, and now Krasniki, the upright, the frame of the goal.
Well, you watch this counter attack. None of the FC Goa players are tracking back. You can see Edu Bedia there in the middle. Nogueira just jogging back. Beautifully done for Maridai, setting it up for Krasniki.
Last opportunity for either side tonight. It's a go and kick. Bodies everywhere, spread eagled. And the referee raises both arms. There will be no more goals in this contest. And my question now to Darren is, who is your hero of the match?
Well, that's going to be Ivan Gonzalez tonight. But he had a brilliant game. Defended really well, more importantly, but scored an important goal to give us the lead as well.
But both sides settle for a well-deserved draw. Odisha 1, FC Goa 1.
Good evening and welcome again to the Hero Indian Super League. Tonight, 4th place Hyderabad hosts SC East Bengal, the only side yet to secure a 3-pointer. It's match 39 and it comes to you from Bambalin in Goa. A triumph for Hyderabad will propel them into outright second and just a point behind the champions. We've seen that kick off time and time again. This time it was aimed for Aniket. It's a different type of corner, but they still have possession. It's threatening. It's a low ball in, and the keeper gets it at the second. Kianese just saw a slight opening at the near post.
Now the initial corner didn't work properly, but this was well worked.
Sana, Nikhil, closed down quickly. He's got to be careful. Play on, it's a fair challenge. And the young man, was he clipped by Sana Singh? He was.
That's a great decision from the referee. Nothing wrong with that. Just a good, solid challenge. There's just enough there. Little touch. Might as well go down rather than try and take 3 men on.
Indian leaves it. The Slovenian scores it! It deflects. The keeper was caught at the near post. And Visevic becomes yet another scorer in the Hero Indian Super League. They absorbed everything Hyderabad threw at them. And East Bengal take the lead in the 20th minute. As Kianese, that ball deflects over the top off the Australian. And East Bengal have the upper hand. The Red and Gold Brigade have taken the lead against Hyderabad. Edel Garcia's waiting and he's fallen short. And Nuntik causing him so much bother. He's onside. The Nigerian can make it too, and he blazes wide. A second goal was beckoning for East Bengal, but Daniel Chimachukwu didn't read the script. That's a dangerous ball, and Beche doesn't miss from there! Beche is the outright top scorer in the Hero Indian Super League. You would give him a chance, he will deliver. That's game on in terms of Hyderabad. Rasping hit from Rafiq, rattling the woodwork. East Bengal unlucky not to take the lead here, and the ball is out. They've had their moments, and it stays at 1-1.
Once again, finding the big man, not the greatest touch, but it fell absolutely perfectly for Rafiq, and he can't hit that any sweeter than he struck it. I mean, that's it, crossbar and post, I think. He's hit the angle.
Oh, well, that is a solid challenge. And Raju's up, that's most important for East Bengal, but he's holding his head. He's sort sliding into that. That's an unaccustomed way of trying to head the ball away when Chiesa is trying to get the ball first. He's not to know. And now the delivery was a very, very threatening ball in from the Spaniard. And it just evaded the likes of Abeche. And Joel Chiesa. Tavora has added some spark in the centre of the park. Chiesa. Abeche was calling for it. He's gone deep. It'll go. Yeah! It stays in play. They'll get the call. Aniket went for the first time ball in. They're threatening. They're asking big questions of this East Bengal defence. We're trying to line up the shot, and Chiesa, I'd sense he might have been offside if he did contact with that ball. Much deeper one from Davisevic. Or going for glory, Surab Das.
If you look at that bench, it looks almost like a hospital ward. Ice and bandages.
Oh. It's missed. The keeper came. Balwant. The keeper was flapping. Balwant just has to head that down, and it's in, and it's a 2-1 lead, but not on this occasion.
Will it be someone from Hyderabad, or will we have an unlikely hero for SC East Bengal?
As Mishra feeds it to Sahil Tavora. He goes from distance. The keeper just buries it. And Severio got there, but he didn't react quickly enough to stab it into goal. Two unique opportunities at both ends in the last couple of minutes. Shishray. The danger that he imposed, and that's come off the keeper. He's actually dived in front of the Spaniard and nullified what was a threat. Again, that set piece, it's a constant part of the game of Hyderabad. Abeche! He has it, but the keeper takes it, and the frustration you can see. Hyderabad could have Stolen it at the death.
Oh, he had scored a brilliant header early on the game. Rose up, made the contact, got a good contact. But unfortunately for him, unfortunately for Arindam, it was straight at him. And deservedly, this young man is our hero of the match. It was his foul that led to the free kick which got them ahead. Valiant performance from everyone on the SC East Bengal team, and justifiably pick up a point. Maybe if they won another night, could have picked up all three.
Another dramatic game. East Bengal have drawn 1-1 against Hyderabad.
Two of the Hero Indian Super League's most traditional clubs lock horns for the 17th time, and both Chennaiyin and Kerala Blasters are in prime form as they seek the points in Vasco.
Let's football, John.
Absolutely, away we go. I'm glad you mentioned Anirudh Thapa there. There's a lovely fellow in our hotel, Abdallah. It's his favourite player, so he'll be hoping he scores tonight. So it's the Kerala Blasters playing from left to right in their traditional yellow and white shorts with Imani Padu watching on, I'm sure. Here's the throw-in from Cabra. Cleverly breasted down to Sahal, played in there, scuffed away. There's no other word to describe it but that.
What a start this is from the Blasters.
Never scored in the ISL. Is Pereira onside? Here he is. It's 1-on-1. He scores! Brilliant from the Argentine. He's hot at the moment since his third goal in the Hero ISL. He's taking on the corner flag as well. But more importantly, he took on the Chennaiyin defence, beat Vishal Kaith, and it is Chennaiyin 0, Kerala Blasters 1.
You get the perfect run with a perfect ball, you're going to get perfection at the end with Pereira. Right into that far corner. Vishal Kaith, no chance in goal.
Anyway, yeah, Coleman, I thought he was going to shoot then, but instead he scoops the ball out to the right. Forward from Regan to Chante. Really set up the match, that strike. And here's another opportunity at the other end. He's offside. It looked for all the world as though it was going to go in off the underside of the crossbar, which is always spectacular. But he looks, he's off. There's plenty up for it. Oh, good save. I think he's gone straight at perhaps second goal, but nonetheless he had to make the stop.
That's a stunning save. We'll see it when the replay comes, John. He's had to react and he's at full stretch there, but he's pushed it away to safety.
Well, that's not got out. That did not go out, and Vasquez has the opportunity here to bring Luna into things. There are 3 yellow shirts, even 4 now across in the centre, straightforward header for Pereira Diaz. Down into the ground, misses the target.